Hello class, today we will be talking about the plane geometry section by Caleb and McMahon. There are 14 questions on the plane geometry section. This section includes reviewing shapes and their perimeters and areas and volumes, that too. The perimeter and area of a rectangle is, perimeter is 2 times length plus width. So if we have a length of 5 and a width of 2, then we will get a total of 14, because 2 plus 5 is 7, and 7 times 2 is 14. And we will get an area of 10, because 2 times 5 is 10, and length times width is area. For the circle's part, the circumference of the circle is 2 times pi r. So, this is our radius, which is halfway across the circle. And 2 times it is 6, times pi is 6 pi. So 6 pi is our circumference, which is the distance around the circle. For area, the formula is pi times r squared. So if we square 3, which is 9, that will be 9 pi for the area. So 9 pi equals A. Area equals 9 pi. And the diameter is all the way across the circle. So that's just 2 times radius. So 3 times 2 is 6. Is the diameter.
Hello class, we're back, and now we're going to talk about the volume and surface area of a cylinder. So as you can see here, we have a cylinder with a height of 5, and usually this long line means the height, and this little half thing in the middle of the circle usually means radius. So if we were to plug this in for our volume formula, pi times radius squared times height, it's basically just saying pi times 3 squared times 5. Now the surface area, you're just going to do the same thing, and you're going to go plug in your thing. Okay, so now we're going to move on to one of the simplest concepts in the geometry section, the volume of a rectangular prism. All you have to do with a rectangular prism is, if you know the area for a rectangle, which is length times width, all you have to do is find this line, which is the height, and you just have to multiply it by your area. It's that simple. Okay, so now we're back. Sometimes the Math ACT will have word problems dealing with the area of a rectangular prism. So let's do a practice problem. If Donald Trump wants to build a wall that stretches 10,206,000 feet, and is 100 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and the cement costs $30 per cubic foot, how much will it cost for him to build this wall? A, $136,780,600. B, $24,937,000,000. C, $39,482,700,000. D, $153,090,000,000. Or E, $194,638,000,000. We'll give you a little bit of time to answer this question. Okay, class, so after giving you a little bit of time, not that much though, if you selected D, you would be correct. The reason why we got D, all you had to do is multiply the 4 numbers in the word problem.
So now let's move on to the degrees section of the section. To find the total number of degrees in a shape, you take the total number of points, subtract 2, and multiply by 180. When lines are intersecting, the insides are opposite, and opposite sides are the same. Before we go, we would like to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Home Depot, home of the finest paints. They supplied this yardstick for us that you have seen in this video.